Dogs have been our best friends for thousands of years, but there are still so many myths and misconceptions about their behavior. You've probably heard things like, 1 human year equals 7 dog years, or dogs are completely colorblind. And, of course, one of the most common myths of all, if a dog licks you, it means they love you. But how much of this is actually true? Today, we're breaking down some of the biggest dog myths and uncovering what's really going on with our four-legged companions. Make sure to stick around because some of these might completely change the way you understand your dog. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've heard any other dog myths you want me to debunk. Myth number 1. Dogs eat grass only when they're sick. A lot of people believe that when a dog eats grass, it means they're trying to make themselves throw up because they feel sick. But the truth is, studies have shown that only a small percentage of dogs actually vomit after eating grass. So why do they do it? Some dogs eat grass simply because they're bored, anxious, or even out of habit. In fact, wild dogs and wolves have also been observed eating plants. It's just part of their natural behavior. However, it's important to be cautious. Grass from public parks or treated lawns can carry harmful chemicals and parasites. If your dog is suddenly eating large amounts of grass, it might be worth checking with a vet to rule out any underlying digestive issues. Myth number 2. A tired dog is a happy dog. It's a common belief that exhausting a dog with physical exercise automatically makes them happy. While it's true that dogs need to burn off energy, physical activity alone isn't enough. Just like humans, dogs need mental stimulation too. If you've ever seen a dog that's been on a long walk but still seems restless, they might need a brain workout rather than just a physical one. Puzzle feeders, hide-and-seek games, and teaching new tricks can keep their minds engaged and prevent boredom. The key to a truly happy dog? A balance between physical exercise, mental enrichment, and rest. Myth number 3. 1 human year equals 7 dog years. We've all heard that 1 human year equals 7 dog years, but this simple formula isn't accurate. The truth is, dogs age much faster in their early years and then slow down as they get older. For example, by the time a dog is 1 year old, they're actually closer to a 15-year-old human. Different breeds also age at different rates. Small dogs tend to live longer and age slower, while larger breeds have shorter lifespans and age faster. Instead of following the 7-year rule, it's better to consider their breed, size, and overall health when thinking about their aging process. Myth number 4. Dogs are colorblind. Many people think dogs see the world in black and white, but that's not true. Dogs can actually see colors, just not in the same way we do. Humans have 3 types of color receptors in our eyes, which allow us to see a full range of colors. Dogs, on the other hand, have only 2. This means they can see shades of blue, yellow, and gray, but colors like red and green appear more muted to them. Even though their color vision is limited, dogs make up for it in other ways. Their sense of smell is up to 100,000 times stronger than ours, and their ability to detect movement is far superior. So while they might not appreciate a bright red ball, they'll have no problem tracking it as it rolls across the yard. Myth number 5. Dogs feel guilt. Have you ever walked into a room to find your dog looking guilty after making a mess? Those puppy dog eyes, the tucked tail, the hunched over body, it seems like they know they did something wrong, right? Well, not exactly. Dogs don't actually feel guilt the way humans do. What's really happening is that they're responding to your tone, body language, and facial expressions. Studies have shown that dogs display this so-called guilty look even when they haven't done anything wrong. They're just picking up on your mood and reacting in a submissive way. Instead of punishing them after the fact, focus on positive reinforcement and consistent training. That way, they'll understand what's expected of them without unnecessary stress. Myth number 6. Licking means love. Now, let's talk about licking, one of the biggest dog myths of all. Many people assume that when a dog licks them, it's the equivalent of a kiss. But while licking can be a sign of affection, there's a lot more to it than that. For dogs, licking is a multi-purpose behavior. It's a way to bond, explore the world, self-soothe, and even show submission. Scientists have found that licking actually releases endorphins in dogs, which makes them feel good. So in some cases, they're licking not just to show love, but because it's comforting for them. However, licking isn't always a good thing. Dogs' mouths contain bacteria, and while most of it is harmless, there are cases where dog saliva can transmit infections to humans, especially if there's an open wound. Another important thing to watch for is excessive licking. If your dog is licking you obsessively, it could be a sign of stress, anxiety, or even a health issue. Some dogs will also lick their paws or furniture when they're feeling unwell. If you notice a sudden change in licking behavior, it's always a good idea to check with a vet. At the end of the day, understanding your dog's behavior is the key to building a stronger bond with them. The more we learn, the better we can care for our furry best friends. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating dog facts. And let me know in the comments, what's the biggest dog myth you've ever heard? Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next video.